This location was found almost a year ago. I was working on another film and the producers called me to scout with the director and one of the producers. So having read the script, we on a long weekend came out and actually flew around and found all the areas we're filming in now. They were found in 3 days. And the reason for that is the research that my specialty is outdoor filming. So I've worked all over the world and I've scouted in most areas that have mountains. So I have an inventory of photos and libraries, and some of those were shopped to the director. And out of those, he selected the area that suited him the best. He had previously scouted in British Columbia, not with me. And it was pretty simple to get him into the area that worked for this film because it's very, very dramatic here. Initially, we were going to shoot this in December, and that's a bad time of year because it's the shortest daylight and there's a risk of not enough snow. It got pushed about a month, and in order to film at that time of year, we need sufficient daylight for flying. This is on the margins of not having enough daylight. The reason for the daylight, obviously, is we need helicopter access and they can't fly at night. So there's a lot of logistics that go into this, and part of that logistics is ensuring that there's other locations that we could film in when the weather's poor and we can't fly. And that's the reason we have the base camp set up with ground-based locations around it. Every day we come to that base camp and the decision is made based on the weather, whether to fly up to the high locations or to shoot down below. This location here is at about 8,500 feet and tree line is about 75. The peaks are over 11. So this is one of our lower locations. We have one more that's helicopter access right at tree line, and that's the story point actually, is coming out of the alpine and going into the trees. And then we have a high mountain location which is at about 10,500 feet. That's our highest location. It's in a situation that feels like you're on the top of the peaks, and it is a top, but the highest peaks around here are over 11. They're almost 12,000 feet. We're filming in the dead of winter here, and that means we can experience cold temperatures, heavy snow, strong winds. We've had a bit of everything. One of the challenges for these kinds of shows is having good support from production and from the studio, and I think we're really fortunate on this to have that sort of support, especially from the producers that understand where we are, what we're trying to accomplish, and listen very carefully to all the suggestions that are made to make this happen. Without that, this probably wouldn't be able to happen the way it is right now.